Hi, my name is Nicholas. Welcome to this week's Yin practice. For props for today, a couple hard blocks and a soft block will be handy, and then maybe a strap as well, because I'll offer a bind at some point. When you're ready, we'll get started in a reclined butterfly shape. So you can come in, set yourself up when you're ready, and if for any reason this shape doesn't work for you, feel free to start in a seated meditation, or you can take more of a Shavasana-like shape on the back. You can have your props nearby in case you need any of them. And I'm going to set up the soles of the feet together and then the knees open wide with the block under each thigh, just so that the legs can feel a little more supported. The soft block can make a nice pillow as well if the head or neck need a little more support. And start to get comfortable here. See if there's anything you can adjust in your shape. See if there's any part of the body that needs a little extra care or attention here. If something's feeling a little fidgety as well, feel free to find a little movement to help you find your stillness after. And as you feel ready to, start to let the body quiet down. Maybe closing down the eyes or softening the gaze. You can stay exactly where you are for as long as it serves you. When you feel ready to set up for the next shape, you can reach down with the hands and gently guide the knees back together. You might pause in stillness, maybe feet wide, knees together, hands somewhere on the body. Awesome. And then when you're ready, collect your knees into your chest. You can take a knee in each hand and maybe circle the legs a few times in each direction. Awesome. From here, we'll set up for happy baby. So you could either work with the knees in towards the armpits or reach down, catch hold of the ankles, the shins, or the feet. And see here, if you want a little extra support for the low back, if it feels like the low back is rounding up off the floor, you might choose to slide your soft block there. And see if you can prioritize keeping the low back grounded, even if the feet need to come down a little bit. Same here. If you need a little movement to help you set up, feel free to find that, maybe a gentle rocking or pedaling with the legs. And then whenever you feel ready to, come and find your stillness. Stay here a little while longer, or as you feel ready, you can gently release your feet down to the floor. Take the feet nice and wide, and you can either pause with the knees in together once again, or this time, if you prefer, take a windshield wiper side to side. Awesome. And then when you're ready, you can extend the legs and we'll flip onto the belly. And we'll set up for a Sphinx pose here. So taking the forearms underneath the torso, elbows roughly under the shoulders. Um, just take a moment to adjust here. If you need extra padding for the pelvis, maybe you want to fold the blanket, or if you want a little extra height for the elbows, you could use your heart blocks here. Take a moment to notice the lower body, notice the feet, and you can let the heels kind of flop wherever they want to be. Finding a little space across the chest, a little length through the front body. See where it feels the most comfortable for the head and the neck. And then once again, if it feels okay, you can close down the eyes and settle into your pain-free expression of the shape. As you feel ready to, you can gently slide the elbows apart and lower the chest and the face down to the floor. And take a pause for as long as you need. You can rock the hips a little bit. If you want to slide a knee up to one side to help release the back, then go for it. Maybe give the head a gentle rock as well. If you're doing something asymmetrical, you can switch sides to make sure that you're even on both. And when you're ready, we'll transition to child's pose. And we'll take knees together, child's pose here. Toes can be tucked or untucked. If you need an extra prop between hips and heels, then go for it. And then melt the chest onto the thighs. Let the forehead lower either to a prop or to the floor. Arms can be wherever you want them. They can stay extended forward or down by the sides. You can have the elbows bent, hands stacked under the forehead. Be wherever you need to be. Feel the support of the floor or any prop that you're using. Gently put some pressure into the hands and start to peel yourself up to a kneeling position. And take a moment to lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders down and back. From here, we'll set up for a shoelace, also known as cow face pose. So it might be helpful to have your heart blocks nearby and then also your strap. So coming in from a tabletop position, you take the left knee in front and then left foot over to the right, right knee behind the left, and right foot over to the left. And then you can take your blocks and make yourself a seat. So as you rock back, you have somewhere to settle. And you might not need both blocks for height, but I would suggest starting off with both to make sure that the pelvis is even side to side. If it feels like you're leaning over to one side, you might need a little extra height. And then any other adjustments that you want to make with the body here, feel free to do that. And if for any reason this shape is too intense or it's not working for you, you can also play with extending the bottom leg towards straight and then having the top one wrapped around like this. If you want to add the arm expression as well, I suggest using a strap. You can take the strap to the right hand and reach it towards the ceiling, and then bend the right elbow so that the hand is by the back of the neck. The left arm reaches left with the thumb pointing down, and then bend that elbow to catch the other end. You can walk the hands a little bit closer together. Just make sure that you're not losing that length in the spine. So if it feels like you're curling in, see if maybe you prioritize keeping that length. When you find your pain-free expression, maybe close down the eyes or settle the gaze and find your stillness here. And gently release the arms as you feel ready. You can remove your strap, maybe give the arms a little bit of a shake out. And then maybe rolling over the knees and coming out the way we came in. And we'll set straight up for the second side. So this time the right knee will be in front, right foot to the left, and then right knee behind it, or left knee behind it, left foot towards the right. And you might want to start off with both blocks for height. This side may need something a little different, so better to have too much and then take away as you're ready. And maybe this side needs something different altogether, so just listen to your body and give it whatever feels best here. And once the hips are settled, once you have that length going, maybe the strap to the left hand, reach it up, and then bend that elbow. Right arm out towards the right, thumb pointing down, and then bend that elbow as well to catch the other end. Mindful that there's no pinching in the shoulders, and keeping that broad chest, that length in the spine. Settle in here. And gently release the arms first as you're ready. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. And then we'll release the legs and come down to a seat. So gently uncrossing and lowering the bum down to the floor. A windshield wiper will probably feel good here. Awesome. And then locate your soft block and just come to sit up off of the edge of it. We're going to set up for a twist. So your choice if you want the bottom leg extended or if you want it bent under. See how it goes. And then we'll step the left foot just outside the right knee either way. Left hand behind you, and you can hook the right elbow to the left knee. Take an inhale and lengthen here. And then as you exhale, you might twist a little deeper. Notice the back shoulder. If it feels like it's shrugging, see if you can find a little softness there. And same with the rest of the body. If there's somewhere that's kind of holding on, maybe it doesn't have to be, and you can find a little more softness. If you like to take the gaze over the left shoulder, then go for it. Gently release yourself back to center, and then take a counter twist. Awesome. And then release the legs out in front. Give the knees a little bit of a tap, a little shake of the feet. And then when you're ready, we'll set up the second side. So again, see what this side needs. Bottom leg can be extended or knee can be bent. Right foot outside the left knee. Take a moment to lengthen here. Right hand behind, hook the left elbow to the right knee any way you like. Deep inhale to lengthen, and then twist towards the right. And see if the side needs something a little different support-wise. Maybe taking the gaze over that right shoulder. And find your stillness as you're ready. Awesome. And gently unravel yourself back to center and then take your counter twist for a breath or two. And then you can gently release the legs, give the feet a little swish side to side, the knees a little tap, maybe a little wiggle for the shoulders. And from here, as you're ready, we'll lower down onto the back. And you can have any of your props nearby in case you need them. We'll set up for a rest pose here. So for your Shavasana today, choose any comfortable symmetrical pose. You're welcome to come back to butterfly if you like, or you can have the legs extended, or have the arms anywhere that they feel comfortable beside the body or on it. And see if there's any last adjustments you need to make for your place, your temperature, lighting, music, anything like that. See if there's anything that you can adjust to make yourself feel just a little more settled, a little more comfortable here. And together, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Long sigh out the mouth. And again. Last one. Find your rest. Gently deepen the breath to reawaken the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And rotate the wrists and the ankles. It might feel nice to reach the arms up overhead and give yourself a full body stretch. Maybe with a yawn, maybe with a wiggle of the hips and the shoulders. And then bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins, curl the head up towards the knees, and give yourself a hug and a rock side to side. And from here, we'll make our way up to a seat, so you can either roll down to one side or gently rock your way up. Eventually, we'll meet in a comfortable seated position using any of your props for support. Settle the hips, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders. You can leave your hands to rest wherever they've landed or connect the palms in front of the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice. And thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for Yin practice. And my name is Nicholas. If you have any questions, please reach out and enjoy the rest of your day.